showing you how I maintain and retwist my kinky twists when they start to look rough. My first attempt at doing a voiceover and sort of narration, so please bear with me. So as you can see, I was having some issues with my kinky twist in terms of my hair sticking out at the ends. It meant that my ends were exposed, which kind of defeated the whole object of, having a protective style in, and the tips became very dry and brittle. So I started taking out my kinky twists and retwisting them. So you start off by you start from the bottom of the twist, work your way up until you get through, and then gently take out the extension. Be careful not to pull out any of your hair when you do so. Keep the extension, put it to one side because you're going to need it again in a minute. As you can see, my ends really were frazzled. I mean, it was pretty bad, and I was concerned that if I left it, that my hair would break. So I used a leave-in conditioner, organic olive oil leave-in conditioner by Africa's Best. I didn't bother wetting my hair because I was a bit concerned about shrinkage and that's making it more difficult to retwist. So I rubbed some of the leave-in conditioner into my hair, really focusing on the tips where my hair was very, very dry and brittle. And I followed up with that by using some, not melted, but some softened shea butter. Now I only used maybe a nail size amount of the shea butter. It really wasn't much at all. You don't want to go overboard with it. And I just worked it into my ends, really making sure that I was feeling in the moisture at the tip. As you can see, that my hair broke off, and that was just from one twist. And this is the case with all of the twists that I redid. I found that my hair was breaking because it was so dry. So basically, when you're retwisting your hair, what you want to do is grab the extension, and if it's not one that has already been cut in half, then bend it in half or fold it. I don't really know what to call it. You'll be using the two extension ends as two parts of your braid and your hair as the third part of the braid. So you start by wrapping one end of the extension around the root of your hair, and then you begin to braid your hair in with the extension in with your hair. When you get to close to the end of where your hair sort of reaches up to, at whatever length it is, divide your hair strand into two pieces, and then what you need to do is get the two strands and single twist them, or not single twist them, twist them around each other, twist them, and then twist the two strands around each other. But you do need to get into the habit of twisting. I prefer doing it clockwise, twisting them in my fingers and then twisting them around each other. So twisting them in my fingers, twisting them around each other. Be careful not to get any hair snagged as you do this, and just work your way down. You repeat the twisting, you repeat the single strand and then two strand twisting all the way down to the very end, making sure that you have got all of your hair protected and that you don't have any stray bits sticking out. As you can see, I didn't get this one perfect, but it was definitely an improvement on the state of my hair before. So work all the way down to the end and then move on to the next one. As you can see, this one was pretty bad, and these braids had only been in for about 3 weeks at this point. So I took it out and moisturized it, and then I rebraided.
That's a lot of dimes I ain't on tonight, so I got to sit and wonder why. Is it cause you was the best I had? Jake ain't over you when it's looking mad. Babe, don't understand, let me call my fam. Abes,
if you do want to use water to feel in the moisture, don't feel like you can't do that. I mean, it's up to you, and it's your hair at the end of the day. So I just want to remind you that this is just me showing you what I did. So this is a close-up of how I was retwisting. So you braid the extension in with your hair, being sure that you've wrapped it around the root of your hair wrap the extension around the root of your hair at least once, and then work your way down. And when you get to the end, divide your strand of hair into two, single strand twist both ends, and then twist them around two strand twist them. I think I'm probably making it sound more complicated than it is, but you can see what I'm doing here. And then just make sure that your hair is all twisted in, and work your way down to the end. And repeat this as many times as you need to, wherever you feel your braids or twists may need redoing, or wherever you feel your hair is exposed, because it is important when protective styling to make sure that your hair is protected. Some people do use gel when they are going over their twists, just to help maintain the style. I chose not to, but it's an option. And then after that, it was just a case of putting my hair up. Now, in terms of maintenance, I spray my hair with water and, well, a mixture of olive oil and water, and put it up in a bun and wrap it with a scarf, a silk scarf, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.